What time is it?
It's time for art!
Second and third grade, welcome back. Our next assignment has to do with Black History Month. I want us to study Romare Bearden. Romare Bearden was a famous collage artist during the Harlem Renaissance. And one thing that was really big during the Harlem Renaissance was jazz. Romare Bearden loved to make pictures about jazz, but his pictures are very unique because Romare Bearden loved to make collages. A collage is when you cut up different pieces of paper, different photos from magazines, newspapers. You put them all together to create something new. So our jazz collage that we're going to make for 2 weeks is going to look really weird. So let me just remind you right now, the idea is to make yours look really weird. If yours looks weird, you did it right. When I make these wooden artists, these cutouts that are standing up, I try to create them in the style that they worked in. This Romare Bearden looks very weird, but what I did was I cut up 5 different pictures of his face and glued them back together. So his face is a collage, but it's a collage of his face. He really does mostly look like this. As you can see in this video footage that I don't own the rights to. When I made this Romare Bearden, I tried to paint his beret and his vest and his pants and his shoes very normal. But beside his face and his hands, I tried to make his shirt a collage. So I printed out pictures of artwork that he made and I cut them out and glued them. So his shirt is actually a collage of a collage. So when you line up and you walk past Romare Bearden, take a look and you'll see a bunch of different jazz pictures all over his shirt. But in order to make our jazz collage, the first thing we need to do today is make our jazz singer. We are going to collage a jazz band, and this will take us 2 weeks to do. On the first week, I want you to take some magazines or the newspaper or whatever, and we are going to make the lead singer of our jazz band. I want you to cut out a lady's mouth and glue it, and I want you to cut out a different lady's hair and glue it. And then you also need to glue her body, her head, and her arms. It's really fun the more outlandish and crazy your lead singer works, because that is how collage works. It's not supposed to look realistic. You're letting your audience fill in the gaps in their mind of what this. For today's pro tips, I'm still drawing the mural for this year. Because it's such a big picture, and because I want other people to help me paint it, I am drawing the different elements on the wall with different colored markers. Because when you're working this big and you get up close to it to actually paint, you can easily lose track of what you were trying to paint. So if I have things divided into different colors, I can just tell people, you know, color the orange sun yellow. Color the green, light green Chief Osceola garnet. Color the dark blue parts of the Capitol, the old Capitol, you know, gray or whatever. I try to use a variety of markers to do a variety of different elements so that giving directions is easier and getting confused is more difficult. I don't want you to get confused. I'm going to talk to you next time about the importance of the red permanent marker for the leprechauns. Okay, so I guess my pro tip is, if I had to sum it up, use different colors so you don't get confused. Bonus points! Second and third grade, look up and tell me when Romare Bearden was born. See you next time. Bye.